All right, everybody, welcome back to the Conserving Freedom Network. We got a nice quick video today. We are going to be running the Dicken Drill, the new drill that's going around. It is obviously based off of the hero that is Eli Dicken, who stopped a mass shooter at a mall. He drew from concealed. He was with his girlfriend at the food court, drew from concealed, and put down a pure evil human. He fired 10 rounds from 40 yards in 15 seconds. At least that's what the details are right now. So our drill, not going to be running it from concealed. I'm going to be running it from our battle belt setup here. It's going to be 40 yards, 10 shots in 15 seconds on a standard target. And we're going to see what our hits are. And we'll talk a little bit about the practicalities of distance shots. Are they difficult? Are they not? And maybe some things to practice. So sit back, relax, enjoy this one. We're going to be running the Dicken Drill and then talking about some long-range pistol shooting. So to start here, we've got a clean, unhit, unused, first-time firing, standard USPSA target. So nothing's on it. The next time we see it, after we run the drill, we'll see how many hits we got on it. All right, I'm at the 40-yard mark. This is completely cold. Just got to the range, just set this up. Wanted to see what we would get here. So not quite concealed, but I love running my war belt. So let's try the Dicken Drill. That was 10 shots in an 11.89. Let's take a look. All right, so something to keep in mind here. I'm zeroed at 10 yards, but you can see my grouping here. Did not get the A zone, but got a couple low. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 D zone hits. These are line breakers. So then 1, 2, 3 C zone hits. Not stellar. Did get all 10 on paper at least. Obviously my hold, I guess, was a little low. I was not super smooth on breaking the shot and then getting back naturally to that wall. That was a little iffy. Running it totally cold, very interesting. We got hits. Let's see if we can clean up just a few slower shots and talk about some of the things we can learn in some distance pistol shooting. All right, so after we ran the Dicken Drill, I want to try to clean up just my hold. So when we're drawing from 40 yards here, and I have my hold, I want to try to hold, I'm going to go for like right on the shoulders basically, and see if holding high is appropriate or see if holding low is appropriate. So we'll start with a little bit of a higher hold, and then we'll check our hits. Just going to do 3 shots. Then we'll go to a lower hold and see if maybe a lower hold is right. Now this is going to be nice and slow, no time, just to make sure that, I don't want to be constrained by time. I really want to test my holds here. So let's try a little bit of a higher hold. All right, let that recoil really happen. Nice and soft on the trigger press. Let's see where those hits ended up. All right, so now we're starting to cook a little bit. That was a higher hold. So I was holding, that red dot was basically right there was my red dot hold. And I had 1, 2, and 3. So high hold seems to be better. Let's try the lower hold and let's see if we're on paper or off paper. Only way to test this out is by actually trying it. So obviously I encourage you guys to practice some longer shots with pistol. And they are doable. I mean, this is cold and I've hit paper every time. So 40-yard shot is not a crazy distance shot for a pistol. So let's try a lower hold. Let's see what happens. All right, so we tested the high hold. Now we're gonna go for a lower hold. I'm gonna hold basically on the bottom line of the A zone. When we go up and check the target, I'll show you where I was aimed. Let's see what a lower hold does. All right, so pretty interesting result on the low hold. So I was aiming about there, and I had 1, 2, and 3. So definitely low, right? So if I'm aiming here and I'm hitting somewhere there, and then I'm aiming there and I'm hitting somewhere lower, probably confirmed that I need to have a little bit of a higher hold. So we'll change magazines. I don't have enough to run it right now, but we'll change magazines, and I'm gonna go for 5 shots with some time. We'll have a time element here. 5 shots, and we'll see if I'm holding up here how I do. All right, so putting it all together now, we're gonna have a good, steady, soft trigger press. I'm gonna let that gun naturally recoil. One of the things I didn't talk about here and what I'm starting to figure out, I really don't mind that red dot, you know, moving way off target and then settling back under it. At a closer distance, right, if my red dot's here, if I'm at 5 yards and I'm shooting, my red dot might be moving, you know, up to the neck or maybe even the top of the A zone box. When I'm this far away, my red dot is probably leaving paper, honestly, and I have no problem just dragging it back down and getting back on target. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a higher hold. I'm gonna have a nice, smooth, clean trigger press, not gonna grip the heck out of the gun. I'm gonna let that red dot just bounce up and then settle back, and we'll see if we can get 5 really nice hits under some time constraints. So 5 shots, we'll try to get them in under 8 seconds, and we're gonna go for a half Dicken drill. Might have threw 1 high. All right, as our paper starts to get a little crowded here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, the A zone's pretty clean. I did that in 7.12 seconds, so good on time. I know I'm not getting A zone hits, but my grouping was much better up on the half, and I'm honestly probably yanking the trigger a little. I mean, if I'm consistently to the right, and that might be a zeroing issue, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm aiming somewhere up in here, and I'm getting my hits, so that was a great shot there. And then everything else is on paper. I'm in the C zone at least, and I'm starting to kind of zero in on it. So I think we learned a lot on the Dicken drill and shooting at a distance. Definitely something you can practice. Definitely something you can achieve. Again, this was completely cold. It's 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock at night, sun's going down, worked all day, got right out here and got to work. And yeah, maybe it's not the cleanest, but you know what? I mean, I'm getting hits, right? I'm getting hits on target, and that is the most important thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the Dicken drill, some of the more details that are coming out, and we'll see you next time on the Conserving Freedom Network.